If you want to go cycling, you're going to need cycling kit, right? Cycling jersey, cycling shorts.
Nah, you don't need to look like a cyclist if you want to go riding. There are loads of different clothing options out there. What you choose to wear is entirely down to you.
But which is best? And what are you missing out on if you're not wearing cycling kit? Apart from serious posing potential.
Yes, well thankfully Shimano have sent us a snapshot of their S-Fire range so that we can talk you through that age-old question, lycra versus baggies.
So firstly, why is cycling kit even tight in the first place?
Because it makes you look great, obviously. I mean, just check us out.
Okay, well that might be one factor, but I was thinking a bit more practically. Tight clothes make you faster.
Yeah, that is true. That is a big advantage of lycra. Not that we're advocating riding around all the time in an aerodynamic onesie, but the difference between well-fitting cycling kit and baggy shorts and a jersey is big. Like, you can feel the difference big. And if you were to measure it, you'd find probably up to 2k an hour faster for no extra effort.
Now that's not to be sniffed at, but what if speed isn't your thing? Now the efficiency savings mean that you can actually ride further for the same amount of effort. And that's exactly why cycling clothing has evolved the way it has, from tight-fitting wool clothing right through to this. And if you look into cutting-edge clothing, you'll notice that every effort has gone into making the fit as good as possible. No baggy bits, which means it fits just like a second skin.
Which also has additional advantages as well, because perhaps not all of us are going to be going fast enough to feel the full benefits of aerodynamics, and nor will a lot of us really care. But tight can also mean comfortable. Loose-fitting clothes can sometimes bunch up and therefore lead to pressure spots, which can cause chafage. Whereas with tight-fitting clothes, the fabric doesn't tend to move, meaning that you always know where the seams are going to be. So therefore manufacturers can move them to areas where they're not going to cause problems, like underneath your butt.
And when you team that up with padding inside the shorts, which in this case is a really advanced one, it's got variable thickness, ventilation and shaping to help it stay in place and prevent it from bunching up, which means you can ride for much longer in comfort.
It's probably worth noting at this point, Catherine, that the pads, or chamois, given their technical name, tend to be quite different between men and women because of our different physiologies down there.
Thanks for clarifying on that one, Si.
That's my pleasure. Anyway, back to comfort. As well as being tight, modern cycling clothing fabric is also super breathable. In this case, S5 use something they've called dry touch, where the fabric actually drives moisture away from the skin to the outer edge of the fabric so that you stay more comfortable. As well as that, the fabric's also super lightweight and also quick drying.
And lastly, this is a big one and something that gets non-cyclists scratching their heads. It's the shoulder straps, or bibs.
Yeah, never ever to be on show, it has to be said. They're there to stop a gap appearing between shorts and jersey when you're leaning forward on the bike, and also to eliminate the need of a waistband, which could actually start to dig in, again, when you're on the bike.
And just to reiterate, Si, never ever to be worn on the outside.
Never ever.
Okay, so lycra is fast and comfortable. Why then would you consider wearing anything else?
Because you might not want to look like that.
Sometimes lycra doesn't leave much to the imagination. Baggy shorts are a great way of riding in style while still protecting your modesty. But let it be said, not all loose-fitting shorts are created equal. Riding-specific shorts will definitely be more comfortable.
Yeah, pair something like those with bib shorts underneath, and you're not sacrificing any comfort whatsoever. Just make sure the straps aren't on show.
It's not just shorts that could be riding specific. As anyone who's ever exercised in a standard cotton t-shirt will know, technical fabrics here are a must. Just like with the tight-fitting clothing, they really help to wick your sweat away from your skin, keeping you cool, and also dry really quickly to help avoid that soggy t-shirt feeling. Sorry, Si.
Ah, not again. Can we seriously not delete that footage? They also still need to be cut with a cycling position in mind. But in essence, with performance fabric and then that fit that needs to work in a cycling position without getting caught up on your saddle or giving you major chafage, you lose out to lycra only on speed and storage.
Ah yes, storage. A cycling jersey typically has 3 pockets at the back, which are perfect for carrying food, perhaps a mini pump and a spare tube, even an extra layer or 2. Now with baggies you just don't get this, or if you did, your jersey would be dangling around your knees. With shorts like these, you do have some storage, but you'll likely need a bit extra so you can strap an extra bag either to yourself or to your bike.
One further consideration is that I think lycra is easier to layer up for changing conditions. So for example, arm warmers and leg warmers, which are literally just tubes of fabric, can make a big difference to your overall warmth by turning short sleeves into long. And then you can very quickly take them off, they stir away to almost nothing, and stick them in your back pocket as you warm up.
You can use them with baggies, but it's just not quite the same.
Now, irrespective of whether you're wearing baggies or lycra, if you're riding in changeable conditions, then I think it's essential to take some kind of thin wind or waterproof jacket or gilet. Now, the same rules apply if you're going fast on the road, you want something that's going to be tight-fitting. If you're going for baggies, then you want something that's in keeping with that aesthetic as well.
So if speed isn't important to you, and you're happy to carry bags on your bike for the things that you'd otherwise have in your pockets, then there's really no reason why you can't wear baggies.
No, in essence, it kind of boils down to what you want to look like on your bike. Do you want to look like a cyclist that could munch miles and maybe dabble in a bit of racing? Then you wear lycra.
And if you want to look like a cyclist that prioritises smiles over miles, then baggies tell that story.
At the end of the day, there are loads of options out there for cycling kit. You just need to choose what you feel best in and choose something that has been designed specifically with riding in mind, because you will feel the benefit of cycling specific fabrics and fit, irrespective of whether it's lycra or baggies. Catherine, what's your personal lycra versus baggies angle?
I'm about 75% baggies, most of my riding is off-road.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm basically all day, every day in lycra, except when I'm riding my mountain bike, at which point I'm wearing very tight baggies, basically. Yeah, anyway, we'd be really interested to know what you ride in, so make sure you let us know in the comment section. Are you baggies or are you lycra?
And we've got another great video for you coming up. It's flat versus drop bars, just down here.